Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be drawing Banana Man once again. Yes, we're going to do kind of what we did yesterday. Nope, we drew feet yesterday. We're going to kind of do what we did the day before and just try to shade the entire thing, because I typically don't shade entire drawings because I'm lazy. So we're going to do that today. I don't know if it's going to look amazing or not. I picked something with quite baggy clothes so I could get away with not having to really do anatomy, like at all. And because more fabric folds, I figured it kind of fit with the doing shading type of thing. Alright, I definitely still need more practice with the pelvis when constructing a body, because that is still where I am weakest. I've never really been good at drawing a pelvis. I think I got good at it for like one day and then immediately forgot how I did it, so I just never did it again. Alright. We're kind of just scribbling in shit right now. We just need a basic body shape. And should we put in... We should probably put in his legs. I'm not going to, though, because I don't want to, simply. We're going to add his neck, and then we're just going to start adding his clothes on. Not the order I should probably be doing things. You should construct the body, and blah-de-blah-de-blah, a bunch of rules or something. But that's boring. I want to get right into drawing the clothes. So... fuck drawing a mannequin. Yeah, sure. He's got a little bit of a long neck, but I don't really think it's long. I think it's just really weird looking. But that's fine. You're not even going to see that head anyways. I'm putting a pumpkin on it. I just realized that it's easier to proportion the pumpkin when I actually draw a head under it first. So, yeah, we're doing that. Okay, this man's wearing kind of a cool and weird jacket at like the same time. Like, this thing, pretty cool, not gonna lie. But it's also pretty weird looking, and I don't quite understand it. But that's fine. We're just gonna make things up. The parts that I don't understand, change them. Yeah. Alright, so we're probably going to want to raise this overall, actually. But I don't know, we might lower it. It's not too important just yet. I mean, it is, part of the design, but, like, we can always change this shit. It's not that important. I did forget to give him shoulders, which is, kind of actually important. But, I do that all the fucking time, so it's chill. It's chill. He's gonna have, I guess he's gonna have wide-ass shoulders, because I did that wrong. Why is there so much space there? I don't know. That's fine. Let's just see if we can proportion him correctly like this. Right. Maybe we will shrink it, actually. We're just gonna keep messing around and kind of see what happens, honestly. I am going to shade this, which means I'm going to have to make this neat, which is not going to be fun, but I don't care. That's a problem for later me. Current me is going to have fun messing around and drawing and sketching a bunch of lines that don't make sense. And then I'll deal with it later. Alright. There we go. Now, it'll be, like, in his pocket, but, obviously, he doesn't have pockets at the moment, which, by the way, the material that this is very rigid, the, like, material that guy's wearing. I'm gonna make it a little softer, like, put more folds in it, because that's just what I'm used to, so, I don't know, maybe I won't, maybe I will, I don't know. It all just really depends. I'm not really looking at the reference when doing this right now. I'm kind of just putting in folds where I think they should go. And It's working out relatively well, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. There's no need to actually pay attention to the reference. Alright, he's got like a weird ass shirt on underneath this. He's wearing a coat, but then he's got like the same thickness level of a shirt underneath. And his shirt has a zipper on it that goes all the way down to like right here. This is a really weird shirt. Maybe that's not even a shirt. Maybe he's wearing 2 jackets and he's got a shirt on underneath. I don't know. Maybe this is one of them fashion thingies that I don't understand. How the hell are you supposed to study fashion? I need to do that. There's actually like classes and shit on that, isn't there? Pretty sure the little one took one. I don't know. I'm very bad with fashion and all things like that. Alright. I don't even know what like types of clothes look good together and match and shit like that, so coming up with interesting clothes is slightly difficult. Mainly because I want the clothes to actually be like somewhat realistic too, so it needs to be something actually wearable. I'm talking about for fantasy characters, by the way. I don't think I said that, but it needs to be something like actually wearable and feasible. But considering I don't understand clothes, I don't understand why certain things are certain in certain areas and why all kinds of things. I know why you have the little pocket in your jeans. It's for a stopwatch. Or not a stopwatch, a pocket watch. That was the pocket watch, and then it just kind of stayed because of, like, style or something. What am I doing? Drawing the thing. Yes, the thing. Beautiful, amazing, well put, me. That is exactly what we're doing. Drawing the thing. But what does the thing look like? I don't fucking know. We're just filling in lines and trying to make it look like good. Does it look like good? I'd say currently it looks like okay, but good, I'm not entirely sure. Nah, I'd say it looks good. It's not bad. It's decent. We should give him a little bit of arm, though. I did forgore. His pantaloonies are going to cover where his hand is. So I don't need to worry about that. I do need to worry about oxygen, though, because, you know, you do need to fucking breathe when you talk, which I tend to not do. Alright. There we go. Put some stuff in. Where's the line? It's actually right there, so we have a bunch more of his sleeve and shit right in here, which we can just kind of bibbidi-bobbidi-boo, put some lines in here that make no sense. Absolutely friggin' beautiful. It makes 0 sense. Can I turn it into something that makes sense? Probably not, but we're going to try. Alright, now he's just sitting in his underwear. It's actually kind of funny. But we don't want to keep him in his underwear. We need to give him legs and pants. You know, I might not shade this. I might just clean it up and make it look nice. I don't know. It is very, very early in the day, so... Actually, no, it's not. It's fucking 1:30. But I mean, I woke up like an hour ago. So... I mean, I've got time if I want to make it. This is probably like the earliest me waking up wise that I've ever recorded. Now that I think about it. I actually didn't wake up an hour ago. I woke up 2 hours ago. I came in here like an hour ago. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna record early today because I ain't got nothing else to do. And then I opened Minecraft. Big mistake. I played Minecraft for an hour and then was like, oh yeah, I was gonna record. And then I had to figure out what I was gonna draw. Which I decided this. Yay. Alright. Let's give him a belt! Freaking belt. Let's actually raise this belt because I feel like it could be raised. Erase that, which I'm surprised I haven't torn a hole in the freaking paper yet because I'm surprised this thing still has on a racer. Yep, sure, that's fine. That's not bad or anything, so. Okis dokus. What the fuckus wackus do we do is? I'm not sure. We're just spamming things. Doodle it do. Put some shit here and put some shit there. See where it goes. And I don't have any rhymes to go with that. Alright. I always try to make rhymes to go with everything. Or little songs. I'm not very good at it. Because I will try to come up with the words on the spot and then immediately forgot what I said previously, so I can't come up with a rhyme. Alright. So this is probably going to be the hardest part because he's just wearing normal fucking jeans. I figured this should be easy. I now feel like I was wrong. Because this looks more difficult than it did when I wasn't drawing this. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. Stop procrastinating. And, we were procrastinating because I didn't want to do it. I still don't. This is horrible now. Is it really? No, I'm just complaining. It's not that bad. Not actually. I just don't have the best track record with pants. And I'd say that probably doesn't help me continue to draw pants. Alright. This is not bad. It's not terrible. We'll keep it. What are we going to do for the shoes? Fucking nothing. He doesn't get shoes. We're not even going to pretend that I'm going to do the shoes. I'm just not doing it. Nope. Not doing that shit today. No shoes. Alright. Maybe we would. No, we're not giving him shoes. This is going to take way too long. Would it really? Nah, I just don't want to do it. It'd probably take like less than 30 seconds. I just don't like drawing shoes. You know, if I were to practice the shoes and then learn how to actually draw the shoes, I guarantee you I'd be like, oh, I like drawing shoes. Because that's how it was with hands. And, I don't know, I'm sure there's some other examples. I'm sure there's something else that I didn't like drawing that I'm like, oh, I like this now. Alright. I just don't remember, because all the things that I draw now, I like drawing, so I'm just sure there was other things that I didn't want to draw. Alright, yeah, sure, this looks like a pair of pants. It definitely does. Is it amazing? Absolutely not. I'm not gonna lie. Is it pretty good? Yeah, it's decent. It's not bad. It's a little weird. I kind of meant him to be, like tilted, but I'm realizing now he's not tilted. It's just his waist is just shifted to the side. So that's a little bit of a whoopsie. He's also incredibly uneven. I mean, look, this shoulder. He was supposed to be perspectived, and that's the reason why, but I didn't do a very good job at selling that, did I? Overall, messed up all over. Pretty good. Just because it's messed up all over doesn't mean it's not pretty good. Now, I could leave it here. I'm not going to, because that's boring. We're not boring here. Okay, hold on. Let me think about his eyes for a second. I want to have a section between his eyes. So we're going to put a bit of the pumpkin like this. A bit of the pumpkin like that. And then we will put a bit of the pumpkin like that. And then a bit of the pumpkin like that. And we'll worry about his eyes last. Which actually I'd probably like to draw his eyes in first, to be able to gauge where I'm supposed to put the pumpkin parts to make sure I'm sizing it correctly. But, no. That sounds like a lot of work. Right. Now, his stem doesn't really have a static state on, like, exactly how I continue drawing it every time. The only thing that stays usually is that tip of the pumpkin, or of the stem, usually ends with, whoopsies, usually ends with something along the lines of this. And that is because that is like that. That is because that is how the end of one of my other characters, Wimp, that is how her witch hat ends. So I just end his stem like that all the time because they're like connected. All right. Now we give Banana Man his eyes. Yes, I need to relearn all the words to the song Banana Man. I realized yesterday when my friend was singing it that, oh heavens, I do not know all the words anymore. Okay, he looks a little goofy, not gonna lie, but it's chill. He's meant to be kind of a goofy looking character. Um, he's meant to be two types of character. He's meant to be goofy looking and also just randomly scary at sometimes, scary looking at sometimes. So I think that's good. Overall, he's meant to be goofy looking though. All right. There we go. Boom. There we go. Also, I have drawn Banana Man's face twice. Like what's under the mask twice. And I will never do it again. Because you're not allowed to know what he looks like under there. I didn't even post. I posted one of them I drew in a video. But even then, his face was still covered. His eyes were. And then another one I drew. Actually, I did it 3 times. Another one I drew in a sketchbook with pen. And there's his full face, fully uncovered, and that didn't get posted anywhere. And then I did one that I didn't post because I didn't record that day. But I did draw it in the sketchbook. I think it was in this one. It might have been in the other one, but it was in my daily sketchbook. And that's one of my favorite drawings of Banana Man. But he also even has a thing covering his face. That's the only types of drawings I'm going to do for Banana Man without his pumpkin on are ones that still cover his face. Alright. Owie. That hurted it. You know what I did just fucking realize? This jacket is not supposed to end here. It's supposed to continue down to his legs, dude. I just completely forgot. I'm just gonna leave it be. I might add more. I don't know. Hold on. How long is this video? It's 17 minutes. Okay, we're good. Why is my computer screen flashing? Please stop that. That is distracting. Shushy. Okay. Now what? What now? Draw Banana Man. Banana how? That rhymed. I wish my eraser would erase better. Needed eraser. Because I can still see like all of this stuff very well, and you're still going to be able to see it even after I draw over it. I probably need to replace that. That's probably why. I've literally been using this since I started drawing, which, by the way, has been 499 days. Tomorrow is going to be my 500th drawing. Am I going to do anything special for that day? No. I didn't realize that it was coming up this close, so I didn't think of anything special, and I'm not just going to try to force an idea and then make it not fun, so we'll just do some random thing tomorrow. Probably something like this. I don't know. I don't know. I remember when I started out, anytime I hit a special number, I liked to, let me do a special drawing. But, like, I didn't always have an idea, so I was, like, forcing it, and it wasn't fun. It's not fun trying to, like, force an idea, really. So, not doing that. That's boring. Now, if you've made it this far and have any suggestions, suggest them. I might do it. There's like an 85% chance I'll do it, and then like a 15% chance that I'll say I'll do it, and then forget about it. So, test your chances. I did just remember, I did promise somebody I'd draw Harry Potter once. I I never drew Harry Potter. I forgot about that, honestly. Well, maybe I could do it. Well, I'm not going to do it tomorrow. I don't want to, but maybe I could do it some other time. Alright. I also said, like, over a year ago at this point, I told someone I'd draw one of the characters from JoJo. But, it was, like, for when I was doing these 10-minute drawing videos. And then I just stopped doing those, so I never did the drawing. I should totally do those again. See how I compare to what I used to be like. I did like Batman in 10 minutes. I think I did Superman, other cartoon characters. I was just doing random characters. Each one get 10 minutes, and then I would just draw them. I should totally do that again to see how much better I am now compared to how I was. Because that was before I even started, like, actually practicing art. That was before I even decided that I wanted to do art. That was when I was still making videos on game development. Things were taking longer than one video would take to record, so I was like, I'm gonna just post this, because I was like, I still want to post every day. But it's because of those videos that I actually am here now, though. Because if I didn't do those, I probably wouldn't have realized how much fun that was and decided to do art. I think it's funny that I started this because I was like, oh, I want to get a drawing tablet so that I can make the animations for my game. And then I realized, this is more fun than making the game is. Alright. Also probably because I was completely stuck in game development. I'm very bad at game development. Alright. Boom. Perfect. There we go. Amazing. Now we gotta end it in the special way. It doesn't need to be exactly the same. It just needs to be close enough to where you could recognize it if you looked at it. That's a little bit of a weird stem. I kind of messed that one up, not gonna lie. It's fine. It's fine. I'm thinking that I'm probably gonna have to cut to time-lapse, though, because I am realizing this is taking a while. I was at 17 minutes, so we probably only wanted to do like 5 more minutes onto that. So, probably gonna have to cut the time-lapse. But once I'm done filling in these eyes, I'll check and we'll see. And then the video might be over for you, but I've still got about like an hour in store for me. Which I did just realize. I'm almost out of storage on my phone. I need to clear some things so I can continue recording. Alright. So this eye is going to be kind of shitty. I don't know why I messed this eye up, but it's chill, it's chill. Go fill the shit in. There we go. I think it's because I made the top part too tall and the bottom part way too round. His eyes are also a little too close, but honestly, like, they need to be kind of close. I have a Banana Man helmet that I made out of paper mache for Halloween. If they are any farther apart than, like, I think mine's like half an inch apart, there's no way I'd be able to fucking see out of that thing. I already could barely see, but that's because we put like black mesh so that you couldn't see my eye, you couldn't see my face. Because I thought it would be cooler if, you know, you can't see my face. Because you can't see Banana Man's face under here. I don't really know why you can't see Banana Man's face, though. Honestly, you should be able to. It's just a little bit of a, I just don't want you to, so you're not going to. How long is this? 25 minutes. All right, we're cutting to time lapse. Go. Oh, I started it. I'm done. I finished. It's not bad. I decided I'm not gonna shade it, because I'm lazy. So yeah, what I said in the video was a lie. I fooled you. Ha ha ha. This is pretty much what it looks like. Not really, but I just thought that was kind of funny. Anyways, yeah, I like this drawing. I just stabbed myself with my pencil. That kind of hurt. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Subscribe.